Now we will discuss about Mendeleev's periodic law, and I will discuss this thing in detail about Mendeleev's periodic table. Why? Because in ICC board, in any state board, or in CBSE board, in all the boards you will see questions related to Mendeleev's periodic table also, because Mendeleev is named as father of modern periodic table. So we are going to discuss this in detail. So first of all, let me introduce this, children. I have written here Mendeleev's periodic law and periodic table. First of all, we will learn about periodic table law. What is periodic law according to Mendeleev? The physical and chemical properties of elements are a periodic function of their atomic mass. But nowadays, according to modern periodic table, what is the definition of periodic law? According to that, the physical and chemical properties of elements are a periodic function of their atomic mass, atomic number, not atomic mass. But earlier, as I told you, these all scientists have explained their classification of elements, their arrangement in their particular tables or triads. These all are based on atomic masses. So according to Mendeleev law, we will learn periodic law like this, that physical and chemical properties of elements are a periodic function of their atomic mass. But this is wrong for modern periodic table. Nowadays we write the same thing, but any physical and chemical property of any element are a periodic function of their atomic number, not atomic mass, which means that properties of elements are repeated after a certain value of atomic mass. As we have learned in our previous detail, when we are discussing about Newland's law of octave, we have seen that first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth, these elements properties were matched. I hope you remember that. Just now we have finished that thing, but that property of first and eighth element will be same, second and ninth will be same according to Newland's. But Mendeleev has given some different law, but again there he also explained that after some interval the properties of the elements will match. And what is that? We are going to see that. Mendeleev, a Russian chemist, gave the first systematic classification of the elements, which was based on well-defined periodic law. He found that when elements are arranged in order of increasing atomic masses, the elements of similar properties occur after certain intervals. On the basis of these observations, he gave a law which is called as Mendeleev's periodic law. Again, I have written here, according to this law, the properties of elements are the periodic functions of their atomic masses, not atomic number. So points to remember, according to Mendeleev, which was mentioned, he said that during his time only 63 elements were discovered. This was the important point. Okay, he arranged these 63 elements in order of increasing atomic masses in horizontal rows, in different rows. Okay, so he made groups. During this arrangement, he found that elements having similar properties came in same column, which he called groups. In this way he arranged the columns. Okay, first group, second group, third group, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay, so he first of all arranged the elements in groups. He used the chemical properties like hydroxide formation and oxide formation for the classification of the elements, as the elements which have similar general formulae of hydroxides and oxides are placed in same group, like NaOH, KOH. These were kept in same group. Sodium, potassium, calcium. The repetition of properties of elements after certain interval is called periodicity in properties. So if you want, you may write definition of periodic table in this way. Periodic table is a chart of elements. This is valid for both the periodic table, for Mendeleev periodic table or modern periodic table. What is the definition of periodic table? So I have written here as the heading and mentioned here as definition also. Periodic table is a chart of elements or arrangement of all the known elements in such a way that elements having similar properties occur in a same column or group. What was Mendeleev's periodic table? See children, before Mendeleev no one has made any table. few were arranged according to musical notes, few were made the triad, okay, and in that way they have arranged few elements, not all the elements, but Mendeleev arranged all the elements which was available there, and just like similar to modern periodic table. Okay, so Mendeleev is known as father of periodic table because of his significant contribution in classification of elements. Elements in Mendeleev's periodic table are arranged in columns called groups and rows called periods. Even today also in modern periodic table we are using these terms of groups and periods. There are 7 periods or rows and 8 groups or columns in Mendeleev's periodic table. There was no place for inert gases because inert gases were not discovered at that time. See, in this way he placed his items: first group, second group, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh group, and then he categorized each group in divided into 2 subgroups: A B, 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B, 4A, 4B, 5A, 5B, 6A, 6B, 7A, 7B. Mendeleev indicated the groups in his periodic table by Roman numerals, and there is one more group, that was 8, which was not categorized. Which was that one? We are going to discuss about that. Elements of first and seventh groups are divided into subgroups A and B on the basis of similarity of their properties. Okay, in group 8 only 9 elements were present which were arranged in the form of 3 triads. See, here I have tried to explain this Mendeleev's periodic table. He made his table in this way, as I told you, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. He hasn't divided 8th group in A B. Till 7th group he divided in subgroups. In every group, the subgroup A contains normal elements, whether they are 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, 7A. In all the subgroup A, normal elements were there, and in subgroup B there were transition elements, whether they are 1B, 2B, 3B, 4B, 5B, 6B, 7B. Okay, but if we are talking about group 8, that was not divided into subgroups. There were only 9 elements. Even in group 8, group 8 had no subgroups. Collectively 3 elements were there: iron, cobalt, nickel, while these are transition elements. So we may count this as fault or demerit of Mendeleev's periodic table. Now coming to fourth important point about Mendeleev periodic table. In group 8 only 9 elements, already we have discussed, elements were present which were arranged in the form of 3 triads. As I told you, in there were 9 elements, so 3 elements kept in one group. The designing of Mendeleev's periodic table was based on following 2 properties. First was increasing atomic mass. Second is elements having similar chemical properties. 2 things he was thinking, that all the elements will be arranged according to atomic mass, increasing atomic mass, and second thing, the similar elements will be in same group whose properties will be same. Elements having similar chemical properties, that is having same formula of hydroxide and oxides, should be grouped together. So how he compared the chemical properties of any element? On the basis of their hydroxide or on the basis of their oxides. Sixth important point, Mendeleev left gaps for the undiscovered. This was the most important point who made him the hero of chemistry or for periodic table. Because of this reason he is named as father of periodic table. This was the awesome job. What was that? Let's see. Mendeleev left gaps for the undiscovered elements, and he predicted about these elements to make the periodic table systematic. Before Mendeleev, you have seen that scientists were not able to predict that maybe in future any element will be discovered. They all were decided that this much elements is only available, no any new element will be discovered. But just opposite, Mendeleev has given predicted elements also, that in future, maybe not today when I am making this periodic table, maybe those elements are not existing, but maybe in future these elements will exist, and whatever he predicted, that was correct. Okay, that was the extraordinary thing about Mendeleev to make the periodic table systematic. So he left about places for those elements which were not discovered. When these elements were discovered, it was found that these were very close to the forecasted properties. Even Mendeleev even named the predicted elements by adding prefix ekka. See children, what he did, if he was writing names of all the elements in the particular group and rows, whatever was the element, here he has written, and suddenly he left this place and again he has written name of other elements because this element was not discovered, but he said that one day in future this element will be discovered, must be discovered, and his property or their property will be this, and whatever he predicted, that was correct. I am going to discuss about that. Maybe he left 1 2 3 4 more places blank, that just now not so many elements were discovered, but in future there must be few more elements will be discovered and their place will be here, and his prediction was correct. And Mendeleev even named the predicted elements by adding prefix ekka. How he did it? Let's see. Ekka is a Sanskrit numeral that means 1, and its meaning is same also. 1 or same. Ekka means similar or unit. For example, ekka boron means first boron comes and then the unknown element were named. Means if boron is here, then he left one blank place under boron and then he continued writing the other element's name. That this element is not discovered, but one day this will be discovered. And what was that element? I am going to discuss about that also here in this table. The elements earlier discovered and named as scandium, which he was predicted that, for example, ekka boron means first boron comes and then the unknown element were named. Okay, so earlier the name was ekka boron. When this element was discovered, this name of that element will be ekka boron, and nowadays we are calling that element which was discovered actually, and whatever Mendeleev given us the idea that this element is having that property, those property, and that unknown element having that valency, that was correct, and that was scandium. Mendeleev placed some elements in wrong order of atomic masses to make sure that the elements having similar chemical properties should come in the same group. For example, he placed, this may be considered as the limitation of Mendeleev. So in 1-2 places he was not correct, so I have mentioned that thing also here, that he placed some elements in wrong order of atomic masses to make sure that the element having similar chemical, if the properties are same, maybe not in increasing order of atomic mass, but if the properties are same, then he kept in same group. For example, I have taken, he placed cobalt whose atomic mass is 58.9 before nickel whose atomic mass is 58.7, while according to increasing order of atomic mass, this should be the first one and this will be the second one, but he kept it in reverse. As cobalt chemically resembles with rhodium, so he kept cobalt with rhodium. Okay, and undiscovered or predicted elements in Mendeleev's periodic table was these. Name predicted by Mendeleev was ekka boron. One day an element will be discovered and that will be kept below boron, and its name according to him was ekka boron, and in real one element was discovered and that was scandium, and properties was as predicted by Mendeleev. Similarly, ekka aluminium, it means there must be one element will be discovered and that will be kept below aluminium, and he named it as ekka aluminium, and in present day we are learning it according, and we are naming it as gallium. Similarly, ekka silicon, that is below silicon, germanium, and ekka manganese is below manganese, and that is technetium. So what are the merits of Mendeleev's classification of the elements? First thing is, it was first systematic classification which was based on the well defined periodic law. Before him, whatever classification or rules or laws were given, that was not perfect as our modern periodic table, but it is just similar. We are about to reach modern periodic table. So that's why we are calling this is the first systematic classification law, which was based on the well-defined periodic law. Second merit of Mendeleev periodic table is Mendeleev's periodic law forecasts the existence of some elements and their properties in advance. As I told you, this was the best quality of his discovery, that he predicted the idea about those elements which were not discovered, and his prediction was correct. Third, doubtful atomic masses were corrected. See, Mendeleev's periodic table was helpful in correction of doubtful atomic masses of some elements. For example, the atomic mass of beryllium was assigned 13.5 and valency is 3. Okay. If it was correct, then it should come in between carbon and nitrogen. But no vacant place was there in between carbon and nitrogen. No vacant place means we are talking about Mendeleev's atomic table. Before Mendeleev table, whoever was the scientist and discovered that atomic mass of beryllium is 13.5 and valency is 3, it means it is trivalent. Then there is no place for beryllium in Mendeleev's periodic table. Then what he did, the properties of beryllium were similar to magnesium and calcium, hence the valency was assigned 2 and atomic mass was 9. Beryllium was placed between lithium and boron. Here I have explained that thing also. Before Mendeleev, scientists was used to say that atomic mass of beryllium is 13.5 and its valency is 3. Okay, it means beryllium is trivalent. So there was no place for beryllium in Mendeleev's periodic table. Then Mendeleev corrected it by using this formula: atomic weight is equals to valency into equivalent weight. He used this formula and then explained that beryllium atomic mass is 9 and its valency is 2 and it is divalent, not trivalent. Okay, bivalent or divalent. So that's why he has given its place between lithium and boron. Fourth merit of Mendeleev's classification. Children, you must do practice for merits and demerits of Mendeleev's classification, because these questions are coming in your board exam also. Position of noble gas. Where is the place for noble gas or inert gas? As we know that noble gases were not discovered during the time of Mendeleev, but after the discovery of these elements, a new group called zero group was added without big alteration in the Mendeleev periodic table. So whatever table he has prepared, little bit change were done, but that was perfect for the upcoming modern periodic table. Now we are going to discuss drawbacks or limitation of Mendeleev's classification of elements. The most important, or we can say the only drawback we can discuss about Mendeleev periodic table was this one, that anomalous position of hydrogen. What is anomalous property of hydrogen? I will make one different video on this topic only very soon. In Mendeleev's periodic table, the hydrogen has been placed in group 1 as it is resemble with alkali metals, because its property match with alkali metals in some of its properties, but it resemble halogen in some other properties. So the position of hydrogen is in first group was not justified. Even if you have learned about modern periodic table, or you are going to learn about modern periodic table, children, there also you will see this problem, that still we are not able to satisfy modern periodic table for the place of hydrogen, because hydrogen shows property of group 1 also as well as halogen group. So we can't keep one element in two groups. So this fault you will see in modern periodic table also. So in this video, up to this one, very soon I am coming with modern periodic table. Thank you.